purebred canines like Justice can vary in price between $500 and $1,500 depending on the dog's bloodlines. And I'm just going to stop here and let our Master Police Officer Hendrickson.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Council, for having us out here and getting this out of the way first and foremost. Give you a quick history. We are in our 56th year with the Hampton Police Canine Unit serving the citizens of Hampton. You see Justice here today. His predecessors, Diesel and Ranger. What you see here is a cute, adorable little puppy. Okay. But what needs to be known is the work that's going to go into this dog and the reasons that he's here in the first place. We're going to be doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of work in the heat. We've been working in the heat, as you know, in the cold, different hours, early mornings, late nights, things of that nature, to get this dog ready for not only criminal apprehension, but search and rescue. And what I mean by search and rescue is looking for autistic children, Alzheimer's patients, and things of that nature. We not only service the citizens of Hampton, but we also service many of our adjoining jurisdictions, everywhere from coast to York County, Williamsburg, James City County, Suffolk, Chesapeake, different places of that nature. Norfolk, Virginia Beach have also called us, so calls also, for the use of the Bloodhounds. With that in mind, I guess we can have a little meet and greet with him. We did that before with Ranger. I see people up here just kind of chopping at the bit. Did y'all hear a word I said? I'm just curious. Also like to acknowledge Chief Salt's here with us today. If y'all want to come down and take a look at Justice real fast.
He knows his fellow police officers.
He does. Yes, yes.
Like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Wow.
Absolutely.
This is what you call injustice for all. Oh,
Sniffing out.
That's what it was. I got it. Council, in closing, I'd like to also mention some of the reasoning behind Picket Officer Quisenberry for this particular dog. Officer Quisenberry has proudly served and been very productive with Canine Icon, criminal apprehension, and also narcotics located on the streets of Hampton. Scott's actually evolved into a new part of his career, kind of like myself. I've worked 3 patrol dogs prior to working Diesel. We're in that mode of we've caught a lot of criminals. It hasn't gotten old hat. However, we're in a point of our lives now in our careers that we want to be able to save a life with these dogs. It's paramount. One of the most, I guess one of the points of my career has been myself and Canine Diesel actually assisted in the Hannah Brown case up in Charlottesville. A lot of the officers and fire personnel from Hampton went up there on that weekend, and we did some good work. So that's what it's all about right there, is helping and saving lives. I want to thank you all.
Well, thank you. I just want to, if you would mind just sharing some of what goes into training. You and I had a conversation on Saturday afternoon when we were doing the fundraiser for Canine Best, and just if you don't mind sharing with some of the audience what goes into training some of the, I'm not sure what goes into training a Bloodhound. You did share what goes into training a canine and making you, I guess, able to receive commands and operate with another officer who's not you personally.
Right. Well, starting off with Bloodhound here, what we've done is we actually started training the day after we picked him up, and he was 9 weeks old. And basically what it is we have a highly motivated decoy go out and lay his track. They drop an item at the beginning of the track. He'll bring Justice out. In the location we do it at, it's an item sitting out in the middle of the field that looks foreign to the dog. So the dog's interest is drawn to that item. Once he goes to that item and puts his nose on that item, the handler will give him a specific command, whatever the command is for him. That command is going to remain with him until he retires. The dog hears that command, he knows that I've got to go and follow that scent. Now, as soon as the dog put his nose on that particular item, he's hearing heavy cheers and praise from the decoy, who is inside at the time. It's like, give me justice, just like that. And the dog looks at him and he's associated that smell when he gets down there to the smell of that person. The very next track past that, we're going to lay a track leaving the item in a different location. The decoy is going to go up and he's going to make a turn out of sight. So he remembers the praise previously received from smelling that item and getting to the person that smells like that item to where we're out of sight. And believe me, when these dogs locate us, especially at an early age, it's 4th of July, Christmas, and birthday all wrapped into one. It's a big praise. And if you ever see us out there training, you're thinking we're playing with dogs, but it's serious work. It really is. They're building blocks. They say baby steps, these are puppy steps, and we're going to be progressing. From that track, we will be progressing up to 4 or 5 miles. And we're also going to be extending the time frame too. Because initially, it's a short run, fast run track to kind of imprint the dog into what he's going to be doing. And then later on, it could be 7 days, 30 days old. The Hannah Brand case that I was involved in was 30 days old, and they had 3 confirmed tracks out of 12 run up there. And it was good work, it really was. But the nose on a Bloodhound, it's still being researched today. They're extremely strong, and we just don't have a benchmark as far as how reliable and how strong they are. But they're very, very good dogs. Yes.
Councilman Hobbs?
Tom, can you tell us about the event that the mayor was talking about on Saturday, the Atlantic Canine Vest Fund, a little bit about that?
Yes, sir.
I think the public would be interested in that.
Sure.
It's really good work you're doing.
The Atlantic Canine Vest Fund, I was contacted by Randall Caldwell from Atlantic Communications back in February. Randall Caldwell is involved in a family-owned business, Atlantic Communications, and if a lot of y'all know, you've probably seen Bill come across the desk here. They've been in relations with the city of Hampton for probably over 30 years as a family-owned business. They outfit our police vehicles and our fire vehicles. Randall contacted me back in February after K9 Krieger for the Norfolk Police Department was shot and killed in the line of duty. And he asked me, he says, Tom, he goes, I'd like to do something to give back to the community, give back to the city that's done a lot for me. Grew up there, went to Beth High School, and you know, I want to do something. So I said, what exactly are you thinking about? He goes, I'd like to provide a bulletproof vest for your dog because what happened in Norfolk, and I heard what happened in Norfolk could have been prevented had he had his protective vest. I said, okay. We went ahead and partnered, and it took off pretty quick. February to now, the money that has been raised for just voluntary donations, businesses throughout the city, is pushing close to $35,000. We have outfitted every one of the Hampton patrol dogs. We have outfitted Newport News Sheriff's Office, COSIN, State Police, several of their dogs, Norfolk, or the Virginia Beach Sheriff's Office, and we're getting ready to undertake Richmond PD, 6 of them. A lot of the handlers are coming out volunteering on these events to try to raise money and also raise awareness. It is an awesome partnership building with the community, but one thing you can't pass up, you can pass up a police officer in uniform standing there with a bucket, but you can't pass up a police officer in uniform standing there with a bucket with a dog next to him. Everybody wants some pet. So, Mayor Tuck came out, and y'all were lucky enough to meet one of our patrol dogs, our caliber, canine caliber. Very friendly, very business-like dog. Narcotics detection, also a patrol dog. So you all saw his good side, and he has a good side. He has a bad side too, or a ready side, I should say. So the Atlanta Canine Vest Fund, it's just starting. We have our goals for the year, I will put that out, but we're trying to cover every department that does not have vests for their canines. We are covering the dog in South Carolina, we just covered one of them, Alabama, Louisiana, and pretty much whoever contacts us. We're doing everything we can to raise funds to do that. Good job. Any other questions?
One thing real
Chief,
quick.
come on.
Just so council knows, we'll be bringing Randall and the folks from the Vest Fund in before council. I think maybe pending with the manager's approval, the next council meeting for a presentation to recognize the service that they're doing.
Officers, Nixon and Rosenberry, thank you very much. And Judge Justice, wish you well.
Thank you.